actually. There's a 12-year-old making a full-length movie, and you and I are doing what?
Gentlemen?
Don't talk for a second.
Whacking off.
Is that hum from my phone?
Is there a hum?
Yeah.
No cough
Let's-
button.
Everyone put
That's
their-
the cough button.
Yeah, everyone put their microphones, their headphones on.
What the fuck is up with this thing? Okay.
We're live, so if you want to start the music.
Sounds good.
Hey, good night. That's our show. Thanks for tuning in. This is Gallo and Dillon. This is episode number two, and we have a special guest here tonight. We're live from Governor's in Levittown. And here he is, to my left, Joe Mopper.
What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing?
We're good. Joe, we also have another guest who popped in,
Yes.
Mr. Steve Schlesinger.
Schlesinger.
There he is.
What's going on,
Steve.
everybody?
Hey.
Thank you for having me.
And the
Thank you for having
gentleman
me.
all the way to the left, that's my partner, George Gallo.
Hello.
Psycho.
So we have got a great show planned for you tonight. This is episode number 2, Steve, like we said. Trying to get things rolling here. Trying to get some footing, get this off the ground, and we're basically just going to be sitting around, talking about the comics, talking about the topics, whatever we're into. Maybe pull people in from the green room, however it goes.
I thought this was a fishing show.
Could be.
We can
This
tell.
is not a fishing show? I thought we were talking about the fishing
What's
on
the
the island.
phone number that people can call in, right?
Yeah, but we're not taking calls today because we have two very special guests.
I didn't
Okay,
realize
okay,
I was
oh, yeah, I'm
interviewing,
sorry.
We're giving you guys much respect. You guys deserve that.
If my wife is listening, since we had no idea this was going to happen, please alert all of our friends and family that I am currently on the radio.
And for those of you who don't know, Steve is a huge fisherman. Huge. All he does is fish.
Yeah, that's all he
Well,
does.
I'm actually only 5'5", but I fish a lot.
He fishes a lot.
And people don't know that you've been doing comedy for a long time, right?
Yes, yeah, I've been doing comedy since 1985 when George Gallo actually saw that very first comedy set that I did at Center Reach High
That's
School.
right. I was inspired by you. He was a teenager.
I inspired George Gallo. Every time I hear it, I cannot believe that.
He did. Everybody.
I'm not a
So,
real
This
comedian.
was the first comedian I
He was
ever saw.
performing at your high school?
Yeah, he's a year older than me.
So you were in high school,
You were in high
Yeah.
school. you was on
and this guy's
stand-up?
performing.
I did
I
stand up
saw
at
it
the
on
school
stage.
variety
That's
show.
incredible.
And I
1985.
always did like funny stuff, and I was a wacky
You were
kid.
very funny, always.
I always did like funny stuff, and
Noises and all
No,
that
no, you
stuff.
didn't know that. You didn't know me. I was watching him, and he's sitting on a stool with this crazy big hair. He was like a
Yes.
little chubby John Belushi, so
Much the same-
relaxed.
Yes,
Everybody,
much the same as right now.
Everybody loved him, and he was
I am
brilliant on stage. My jaw hit the floor. He was at the talent show, the whole auditorium, and he's
Thank you,
sitting there
George.
just like casual, like relaxed. And I was like, I go,
That's cool.
I am never doing stand up ever. I saw him. I'm like, I walked out. I was like, I'll never do stand up because if that's what you got to do, I'm not capable.
And I've never seen you do stand-up before, believe it or not.
Well, he came back
I
in
don't do it
2014.
that much anymore, unfortunately, but
We used to
we'll
work.
get- well,
We used
no,
to work here and
dude,
there.
you
no?
came back.
yeah. I do, on the island. Every now and then I'll do some cool shows in the city, like a bringer show every now and then, but I
That's
don't
it.
do
You
much.
So you're writing, still
I'm a beach
doing
bum,
stuff.
Joe.
Well, here's
I'm
what happened. Here's
broken.
what
I
happened.
need to fish.
Bum.
You were
just
on-
a fucking bum.
I'm a
He was
bum.
on-
I'm a bum.
Joe, when did you start?
Oh, gee. I started in 1978, and then I didn't go back until like the 80s.
wow.
I
You
went out
and
like
I-
the
5 or
80s.
6
Chuckles,
times.
Mineola.
No. I went to Pips a couple of times. I saw
Pups,
those guys
Pips, yeah.
back
Oh,
in the
boy.
day.
Right.
That was
And then,
another
and then I
place
went
that
out
scared
to. My first wife came with me. I was dating her. We drove out to East Side Comedy. I didn't
East
want
Side
to go
Comedy
in because
Club.
I seen a black guy pull up and go inside. I'm like, I ain't going there. I'm from the Queens. I
Well, it
know
looked
who's
like
up
a
there.
dirty
Yeah,
shack.
the guy.
East Side
yeah,
looked like a
listen,
dump.
there's one black guy in there, and it was Eddie Murphy.
Oh, really?
And I went in the back room.
So you didn't want to go in the club because you saw a black
I saw
guy.
black guys going
and it was
in there.
Eddie Murphy.
I'm Italian guy from Long Island. Yeah, it was Eddie Murphy, and he had just landed Saturday Night Live
Oh, wow.
because Charlie Barnett couldn't read.
That's
Charlie
right.
Charlie
History,
Barnett.
man.
That's right, because they
remember him.
originally cast him, and Charlie just
He couldn't read the cue cards. Imagine that shit. I could at least
One
read
of
the
the
cue
funniest
cards.
comedians.
Charlie
He
Barnett was
couldn't
super fun. A lot of
read.
people don't know about
I
him.
know,
Super
man.
funny guy.
Is he still around?
No, he
I
passed
think he
away.
died.
He
Stand-up
passed
comedy
away.
is
I think
nice.
Chappelle was. I don't know, man. I just talked to people about comedy, and I think he was a little influenced by him too. They all knew him. He was really funny.
Yeah, Charlie was. Well, we worked together in the early '90s. But you started at East Side.
I only
Yeah,
did.
but
I'll
Chuckles
tell you
was the
exactly.
best.
Chuckles was where
Yeah,
I did
that's
a
what
lot
Chuckles
of
and
comedy.
Jericho.
Me and you and John Truson used to run
Chuckles in
shows.
Mineola, which expired in 1995.
Yes,
right?
I did a lot of comedy
Chuck
there. I really
Manavini's
love that
place.
place. What's that?
Who's?
It was Chuck Manavini.
Chuck
That's
Minervini's place. Well, let's do a little background on this because Richie Minervini, he's a great comedian. He's been around forever.
He's on the cruise ships. He's on the cruise ships.
Godfather. He doesn't know me. but
That's
I
him,
mean,
that's him.
Everybody knows him.
Good guy.
He started the original East Side, and Sally, are we switching cameras when anybody's okay? Richie Minervini started the original East Side Comedy Club, which fostered great comedians: Bob Nelson, Eddie Murphy, Ray Romano,
Kevin James.
Kevin James was a good friend of
Came out
ours
of
as
I
Jackie
well.
walked in there
Martling
one
came
time.
out in
I
there.
went there with
All those
a
guys.
guy by the name of John, the magician, surfer dude.
Oh, Ferrantino.
John Ferrantino.
John Ferrantino, yeah.
I know John.
I
Don't
went
talk
there
to
with
me
John
anymore, 'cause I'm
Ferrantino.
like, you said you were Trump. I can't talk to you. He befriended me.
Oh,
Fuck.
Oh yeah, no, he's got great hair though. He's got great hair.
People are crazy when it comes to that
Can't
shit.
talk
ridiculous.
to you. You follow Donald Trump. I mean, you know what? Last week we had
I love George Gallo. He's like a spokesperson for Trump.
we had not really.
I don't vote for the guy, but we gotta be real.
We
We
had-
gotta be
we had
smart
Peter-
here.
We had Peter Bales in last week.
The biggest liberal in the world.
biggest
Communist.
liberal, best left,
I'm only kidding.
best
Pete.
left wing, intelligent guy,
Yeah, he's very
doctor,
intelligent.
And Steve over here, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to scrape away anything and reveal everything, but you know, he's not a big Trump guy. But the thing is,
Say, no problem.
the idea behind this show and what I represent, I've got, you know, a big following, right-wing people, whatever. This show represents also that we can all get along.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could have your view, I got my view, but at the end of it all, I really don't care about that. I mean, John Consoli,
Facebook.
big Trump hater, I could give a shit less.
I love
I
John.
grew up in a
I
different-
love John.
I grew up in a
Hey,
different time.
And you know
I
what,
don't know
though?
him like
Here's
you
the
guys do,
thing.
but I
Shut
love
the
that guy.
fuck up.
Hey, shut the fuck up is right.
That's it. No, come on, dude.
But I want to be able to say, hey, this is what, let's just behave, let's you know.
We could have different
Keep your-
political opinions and
Yeah.
still be friends.
Absolutely.
And
How
interact.
many friends before Facebook,
Yeah.
before Twitter,
Right.
before you got into this insanity where people were screaming with their fingers? If you were with your friends and you had a political disagreement, so what?
Right.
You yelled, you screamed,
And it's
you
over.
talked, and it was over. Nobody hated because you voted for a guy you didn't vote for. Somebody
think
voted
part
for
of it
somebody-
is-
nobody hated.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest human beings on the planet Earth.
Don't push
He's
it.
so good to me.
Don't push it.
He's always good to me.
No, George
And
is-
I could never
he's a
hate
good
this
guy.
guy.
Trump is from Queens. He's
The,
from New
the
York.
problem is,
You
Steve,
can't
I think the
have an
problem
argument
is
with a guy like that.
No.
Typical
when
Queens
people
big
get into
shot.
these pissing arguments on Facebook,
Yeah.
it's public. It's more public. So, or you think it's public.
You
Usually
think
there's
it's
no
pu-
one looking,
it's
but
right,
you
you
think, oh my
think,
God,
yes.
how could he say that to me?
Very
I'm going to get
smart,
him back.
very
And,
true.
and then your blood starts to boil and you lose your mind
Yeah,
and it's
that
just a
fucking said a lot of
complete
things.
waste of
Yeah.
fucking time.
It's not worth it.
You're never going to change that person's opinion.
And in our business of show business, I have to I don't even have to get along with anybody, but I prefer to get along with my left-wing friends that are in entertainment and, you know, their ethics and values, whatever. We're all very similar. You know, we enjoy each other.
I attacked my
We
own
have children.
family.
We have kids.
Right.
We do love our country, but we don't have to cross the line of, you know, hey, you like your thing, I like my thing, and I could give a shit less. Let's go have a beer and laugh about a million other things
Right.
that
And
are out
More
there.
important things.
And I would like
Because
to
when it com-
say that even though I may lean politically to the left, liberals are an incredible amount of fun to make fun of.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh
it's
my
insanity.
God!
It's
you
insanity.
could just go all day.
But you
I
can do it
have
on,
problems
you can
with
do
my
it to
family.
conservatives as well.
You can.
You mean Joe? You have family problems?
Yeah, I get enough problems. Fuck everybody. My nephew
should
called
write
me
a
a
book.
fat degenerate 2 weeks
You
ago.
should write a book on family.
Who called you? Wait. Who called
My
you?
nephew, you fat degenerate. He's texting it to me. I'm like, I'm gonna pull your fucking eye out of your head.
Joe,
when I
your
say-
family
but I'm,
life-
I'm not gonna do that.
Your
I'm just
family life, you should give them all a cut of whatever career money you ever make because they have given
Listen
you.
to me. I'm glad. So I moved to Jersey, and you know what? And every time I get in the car and I drive to see my family, I fucking say I gotta sit in the car for 3 fucking hours. This blows. No one visits me, but I fucking get to leave.
Right. Yeah, that's big. Right
I can
there.
leave any time I want. See you. I'll see you another 6 fucking months. Goodbye. It's easy. Yeah. It's just family is. It's. I don't know, overbearing, but you love everybody.
I guess.
Never forget.
You don't have to love them all. That's the beautiful thing about family. You don't have
You don't
to
have
love
to
them
lo-
all
you know,
at the same
it's-
time. That's all. I mean, there are some days you can't stand your father or your nephew, but there are other days that you get along
I
with
didn't
them.
like
but you
my
still,
father. I didn't like my father till I got older. We spoke about all this shit. Remember, a long time ago? I didn't care about him until I got older.
Right. So what happened?
What
And
was
then
it that made you start
well,
caring
my
about him?
my mother passed away, and I became close to him.
Oh, okay.
I started to become closer with him. And then he was he got remarried, and then I was like he wasn't talking to my sister or whatever. So of course he was talking to me more, and then we became closer. We became closer and friendlier, and then that was it.
Now your father, he passed away. A few
He's
years
gone.
Ago, right?
He died.
Now you still keep in touch with his wife?
No.
No. Why
No.
not? You did not like her? Did you fuck her?
No, her fucking family's listening to this. Come on, you fucking maniac.
Oh, so then
No.
you did fuck her. And you
No,
just don't want to
no,
admit
no.
it.
Yeah, it looked like my dad. No.
How come you guys
no,
don't
no,
intro-
it's just the same old shit, money stuff, this and that stuff that's personal with family.
Right.
And all of a sudden you just go, I'm not gonna fucking listen to this shit.
I
And that was it. I walked out. I just walked out. We don't talk.
That sucks, though.
No, it is what it is. You know what?
How long was
well,
she in your life for, as your dad's wife?
10 years.
It's a long time.
My mother was in my life fucking 35 years, though.
Man, look what she, and look what she fucking did to you.
No.
35 years, all
you know
that
what I'm
work,
saying.
and look
You
what
know
it
what I'm
came
saying.
to.
No, but I lost my parents at an older age. Like, this woman didn't raise me. She was good to me, but some stuff went on after my father died, and it didn't sit right with me or with her. And I blame my father for some of this shit, even when we had the renters at the house. You know?
But your house in Queens?
In Queens, he was renting it. Now all of a sudden, I was the boss, like in the house, and then I'm fighting with these guys because I said, "Listen, you guys, you got to get the fuck out of the house." I said to the one guy, "You're not my fucking problem."
No, of course not.
Yeah, but you know what? So I'm glad it's all behind me. But I'm Italian. I don't forget shit.
No.
No, you,
Times
you-
don't
Yeah,
hold
You
grudges.
guys don't let
Harry,
shit
yeah.
go.
I
Hold on
can't.
to it.
I can't. I'm not just fucking. I can't. Some people can't. You can't stick your
forgive.
pinky in my ass. I'm gonna forget that. No, not that anybody did that to
If-
me.
if
but
you
like if
guys
somebody
are,
did that to you, I go.
that
I remember that when I was a
Joe.
kid. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hold
like,
on, Joe. If you
something
guys are
happened.
just
No.
If you guys are just joining us right now, we have a couple of guests. Daren, Dillon, and myself are joined today by Joe Maffa and Steve Schlesinger, Long Island favorites. Both are stand-up comedians for quite some time, and I just thought I'd introduce or reintroduce to you guys if you're just joining us now. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
All
you,
right.
George.
Also, I'd like to give a plug to some of our sponsors. And our current sponsor at this moment in time is the Long Ireland Beer Brewery in Riverhead,
Oh,
New York.
I love that place.
Yeah, it's a good place.
We did a show there.
Yes, that's a good place.
You could find them. They brew their own beer,
Not bad
and
at all. It's
their
nice.
phone number is at the bottom of the screen if you see it. And give them a plug, give them a shot. Stop on by, get a beer. The owner Dan Burke is a lot of fun, and visit the website. They're active on
Dan
Facebook.
Burke.
That's out in Riverhead.
That's
How
out
you doing,
Riverhead
Dan
on
Burke, if you're
Pulaski
listening?
Road.
I had such a good time that night.
Never
That was
worked
a
that
fun
place.
show.
It was a fun
Yeah.
show.
Brewery.
And that guy showed
Great.
me the brewery.
Yeah.
He
We all
walked
through,
me
yeah.
around. It was a really cool place. It was
Oh, my
Riverhead.
pal
I
was
didn't even
going.
know that section of Riverhead. It was like the last little Polish section of
Yeah.
Riverhead,
Pulaski Road.
Pulaski Road.
Yeah,
That
parts
was
of
fun.
Riverhead are nice. They're really nice. That's a great place. It's a lot of
Love
fun.
that place.
Young people out there. They have great beer. So
I don't
go
live
out there and buy beer.
but if I did, I would be.
You're in Long Beach, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
27 years.
I
like it.
love it there, but I could never live there.
It's not easy.
The parking's fucking deplorable.
That's
the
why
people
we
are
don't leave.
fucking horrible.
Sometimes.
For a lot, they're fucking terrible. They
you're
all
not a
get their
local.
nose up in the air.
Yeah.
They fucking judge you. They
Yes.
yell.
Jews.
You can't park there.
Plenty. Oh, you
No,
got the
Italians and Jews.
Don't.
It's the
I mean,
same.
They're the same. They come from the same
the
fucking
same.
stupid
everybody's
cloth.
the same. Everybody's the same.
But it's beautiful. Long
Except
Beach
the
is
Jews
beautiful.
are chosen. I just want to say that.
What'd you say?
I said the Jews are chosen.
Yes,
I mean,
they
we all
are
know
chosen to bust balls. That's
that-
what they're chosen.
Everybody, when you're paying that kind of money
You know
for
where
a
the
house
jealousy
and you're
comes
at the
from.
beach and people come by
I'm
your
not even
pocket,
Jewish.
get the
I don't.
fuck
I eat
off
ham
my
sandwiches.
pants.
I don't even. You know.
I'm only clowning around with that. You know what
So
I'm saying?
stop it. I love you. You
Jews
can
and
say
Italians,
anything.
the
Please.
Jews
You're
and
not
Italians
tattooing
are
my
same,
arm.
one and the same.
They
They're
are
one
the
and
same. It's the same religion.
Yep.
They change a
The
couple of
same
stories.
shit.
That's it.
Same, just changing stories. It's
change the
all
stories.
baloney. Changing stories. A story that was changed from one to the other. Oh, I believe in this.
You know,
well, I want
Jesus
to be
had a
different.
brother. They didn't tell you that in school, did they? St.
No.
James was
Please-
his brother.
Oh God, I hope he was black. Fucking hysterical. Now there's a Bible I'll
St.
fucking
James,
read.
look it up and read it. That was his brother. Why do you think he stayed with Mary at the crucifix? That was his
James.
brother. And Mary Magdalene was married to Jesus.
Now,
They
wait a
changed all the stories so that
What do you mean Mary was married to
she
Jesus?
used to wash
Well,
his
she
feet.
was
washed his
She
feet.
was like his
Nobody
boyfriend,
washes
girlfriend.
her.
I don't know if they were married.
My wife
Wait
ain't
a sec,
washing
wait,
my
wait.
feet.
They said she
You
exiled
mean
to,
Mary, the mother?
No,
No,
Mary
Mary
Magdalene.
Magdalene.
Okay.
Was married to Jesus, and she exiled to
Ladies and gentlemen,
France.
the New Testament.
And she had a child
So wait, back up with James.
Yeah, but that's-
how did I not know about James?
because they don't like those gospels. So you only read how many gospels? There were 12 apostles. They said Judas had a gospel.
So wait, was James older or younger?
Guys,
Older.
Older.
No. I'm sorry. He was younger.
He was
Mary was a
younger.
virgin.
What's a
He was
gospel?
A gospel is
the story
it's,
of.
it's
I,
a
th-
story.
I thought it was a guy. I thought a person was a gospel.
No, that's an
Gospel.
Wow,
apostle.
you're really
the Gospel
Jewy.
of St. John.
You're so Jewy.
I
No,
am
but you wanna
Jewishness.
know
I
what?
grew up a only Jew in a Christian Catholic neighborhood. I know nothing.
Where'd you grow up?
Center Reach.
Center Reach.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's everybody was the same. There were no Jews.
Nah.
Everybody was the same.
Imagine
Even if
that
they were
worried
Jews.
about it. Never
That's
worried
St.
about it.
James,
Never
the
a problem.
nepotism in that family.
We were Center Ricans.
Puerto Ricans.
We were
yeah.
special.
Absolutely.
We were special group.
Everybody's the
Center
same
Reach?
thing. Yeah,
Center-
Center Reach,
Reach.
Center Rican people. That's
You know
what
what me and
we
my
are.
friends did in Center Reach once? This is the
guys
mentality. Me and my friends chipped in and bought a 1972 Cadillac ambulance.
Who'd you do that with?
I did that with Joe Nugent, Joe Giordano.
Uh-huh. I saw Joe Giordano recently.
Who else was involved? in that?
Why?
Jeff Fallon.
Steven,
Yeah.
why?
yeah, why?
Why?
To run around like a bunch of dumb assholes with lights and sirens, and just to be like what we saw in the movies.
My
that we
friends
loved.
would have stole the ambulance.
We used to kidnap people. I'll never forget one time we were in the ambulance, and
Oh,
it was
shit.
the whole purpose was to be funny. That's you don't realize. If you were going to get noticed, you had to be the funniest. You're talking about guys who were pulling up to school in a 1972 Cadillac ambulance.
Yeah.
That's something like in a comedy.
You're
movie.
going to get
Oh, no,
noticed.
it was.
that's
It
like-
was.
Yeah.
Center Reach High School was funny people, and everybody to this day.
And
this
it was
is
just
the
a
thing.
competition, and everybody was going to get fun. Of course, as we all know, George and I were,
Eh.
frankly, the funniest of them all.
No, we were just different. We were different. Everybody knew of you. I was the guy riding the BMX bike,
Yes, you were the
wisecracking
bike dude.
with
Yep,
Hal
you
Foss,
were, yep.
and
Foss.
But everybody to this day, we beat the shit out of each other as kids.
Yes.
Everybody fought each other, smacked each other around, called each other names.
Right.
Almost
Same in my
like
neighborhood.
where
Same
you grew
thing.
up.
And
I
then
grew
we
up
go
with
to each
criminals.
other's funerals.
We weren't criminals.
We were
But
criminals.
We were tough. We were definitely tough.
Well,
And
you
we
grew,
were
up, you grew up
cra-
in Howard Beach, right?
Yes.
So
If
Joe
we
was probably
had-
you were probably a criminal.
the internet.
No, we were
forget
like
it.
the little rascals, like on
You would have
steroids.
never heard of,
That's what we were.
You would have
know,
never
we
heard
got in all
of,
kinds of trouble,
Jackass.
Yeah.
stuff like that.
We
We
would
did.
have been
You know,
before
some
that.
guys took it to the next level, and some of the guys died. Actually, you know, they passed away younger and stuff like that. But we got in a lot of trouble.
Well, you. I mean, I pulled it from the internet. We saw that you were
That was
arrested.
bullshit.
What was that
You know
for?
what's funny? The numbers on
What was that mugshot for? What
there
did
was
you
a
do?
fight on the boulevard. So there's a red mark on my eye. I still got a blood scratch on my eye. The kid scratched my eye. But we got in trouble the weekend before, and the cops warned us. And then the next week again, so they locked us up. That's what
How
happened
long
to
did they lock you
bar
up
fight.
for?
Just the weekend night in
Were
jail.
you ever actually arrested and convicted of anything?
I got all my shit back.
Okay.
That's why I got my fingerprints and everything back. But
So-
out here, I got arrested for
Oh, I didn't
For
know.
what?
DWI.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
nothing.
I didn't even know that.
Then they gave my friends the car, like they weren't drinking the same amount of me at the bar, pieces of
What,
shit.
what year was that? What year was that, Joe?
My mother said, I'm not bailing, you go back. You were drinking with him. She told my friends. And she gave them to come get me. I was like, what the fuck?
When was that? Was
What
that
year?
after the divorce?
No, that was before. That was before I even got married.
So
Oh, yeah.
like what?
I
Early
remember your
'80s?
divorce.
No, probably early 80s.
I'm surprised you got arrested.
It's before comedy.
They really didn't-
No. Like, you know, it's just, before comedy.
Wait a minute. I remember. Were you doing comedy while you were married?
Yes.
Okay, because I remember, and I'll be honest with you. This is when when I saw this incredible growth.
Because I got divorced.
I remember you walked in.
And I just started talking about what the house looked like. And they
That was
started
a chuckle.
laughing. And I went, I got an act.
You know, that's why I started.
it.
That's why I remember. That's
But
why
then I-
I
then
took
I
you.
said
was
to
like,
my
you gotta
act,
see this guy. I started telling
You gotta
people,
say
you gotta
say stuff that's real, and you just like
that
It's
moment,
real stuff.
You went
Well, that's
from
what
telling Dick.
brings the
you know,
funny to it.
I remember
real
when
stuff.
The
Joe.
honesty.
I remember when you started changing on
Yes,
stage.
yes.
There was a moment in the mid '90s where you were
don't
going up.
care anymore, man.
No,
I'm
you
just
went
like,
up.
"Fuck
It was
this."
after the divorce. You went up, and then you were hitting new stuff every night. Okay, we were out in the clubs every night, every
Yes.
club, every room, all throughout Long Island.
And you know
And
why
you
I've
were
been
going up,
away?
and I said, he's hitting a new level.
And you know why I stayed away? Because I told everybody, my friends, why aren't you doing comedy? I said, because everyone's doing that Italian guy, and my mother said this and this, and I said, you know what? I want to get away from that. I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, you weren't the Italian guy.
I don't want
You
to talk
weren't-
about that.
You
No,
weren't
you,
doing
had a-
that.
you were talking about your life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Real shit.
I
The
always
Italian
saw
thing
you.
was there, but
I always saw your act as the lonesome loser guy. You know, the
Fucking
guy.
the beast in the
Yeah, you
basement.
feel. Yeah,
in the basement.
you feel bad for
I'll be
him.
right out.
This guy who's got no fucking luck. Everything sucks in his life. Everything.
that
from
was-
his
that's what
kids
that
to his
was.
job to his. I mean, even in your
Yeah,
act,
but I
saying,
got everything
trying to hang
now.
yourself.
Yeah,
from
but
a
how do I
6-foot
do?
ceiling.
How can I be funny? Yeah, that's true,
Fucking
man.
hysterical.
I did, man. I was fucked up.
Hysterical.
I
Yeah,
do
we
that.
were
Still
dying.
talk about. You know, you're a loser, man, when you're fucking like that. You never looked in the
That
mirror and go,
basement
"What a fucking loser you are."
oh my god, I
You've
did
never
I did
done
I
that
did
to
that
yourself.
A half hour ago.
You fucking loser.
Did it a half hour ago.
It's the accent. It's
You
the
ever
exact
actually want to
opposite.
punch yourself in the face, though? You just feel like I gotta get out of here. I can't even look at myself. You disgust me.
Joe, you should give talks to millennials who have too high self-esteem.
Yeah.
My
Have him,
father.
have him do a seminar and just stand in front of them. You're all fucking losers like me.
Oh yeah.
You said, when did I become close to my father? We were leaving the hospital. My mother was like in a comatose state or whatever. And she was like not herself anymore. And we're leaving the hospital. I'm going to my father, you know, you got to sue the hospital, Dad. You know, this and that. He ended up suing, and he did, you know. But he just looked at me as we were walking. He goes, when are you going to stop being a fucking loser? And I went, whoa.
That's fucking beautiful.
I just
That's-
went,
that-
what do you mean by that?
You know what?
He shook his head. He got in the car. He trouble. He just went, like,
While your mom,
he didn't even answer me.
this is while your mom's like in a coma. He
Well,
says
see, I
it's
could get over on my mother. I could never get over on my father. Never. My father would lend me money. I didn't pay him back. He never lent me money again.
So what happened from that moment? He tells you you're a loser. Did you change?
Well, then he got married again, and my
no,
mother
no,
was
not
gone.
him. With you. From that moment when he said, "When are
When I
you
met
going to
my
stop being
wife,
a
Patty,
fucking
when
loser?"
really my wife, Patty, because I was in Atlantic City and I lost a lot of money gambling, and I told her, and Patty goes, and tear comes out of her eye, and she goes, "You'll be the one to tell your kids they can't go to college." And she walked out of the room.
That's
and I
your
went,
first wife,
And I
right?
went, no, second. And I went, "What a fucking loser you are!" I was looking in the mirror. That's what you look in the mirror.
You said that to yourself.
Well,
looking
that's
in
how
the
you
mirror?
feel. It's one of those moments
Yeah.
where, what a fucking loser.
How much money did you lose?
Not that much. I just took $800-900. But,
Oh,
but when you got, listen, if you lose $800-900, you're out with your kids all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's not going to affect you.
Oh yeah,
There you go. And do
yeah.
it 2 or 3 times in a row.
yeah.
See, me, I won, and then I lost, and then I won some more, and then I lost like everything.
That's how it happens.
Hey,
That's how it happens.
we're gonna make a quick plug here. You guys like guns? How do you feel about guns?
I think they
This
should
is why I'm not a
regulate.
liberal.
The only thing I feel with guns, I'll tell you right, everyone should own a gun, have the right to own it. They should make them very expensive, those those attack weapons.
AR-16,
And they really should make those type of weapons hard to get.
Hard to listen.
Really
Not
hard to get.
everybody should have a gun.
No, they shouldn't. But we actually have a gun shop on Long Island called the Long Island Gun Source over in Medford, Long Island.
Okay.
And I was actually, it's in my town, in Medford, and I was surprised to see that a gun place pop up. I was like,
In Medford?
in Medford.
Oh,
It's a
there's
shitty
lot of
neighborhood.
People.
It's not a shitty neighborhood.
Oh, come on.
No, I know a shitty neighborhood, and you know I know a shitty neighborhood.
Yes.
Okay.
You are Charles Bronson.
All right. I am Charles Bronson in my neighborhood
right.
that
No,
I
you
live
are.
in now.
You're
okay?
Gran Torino.
Man, that's so
I
Where
walk
are
out.
you? Where are you?
I'm not even going to
You
say
ever
where
saw
I am.
Wine dance?
You know what? You know where I live?
No,
Let me tell you
it's
something,
al-
guys.
It's almost as bad.
Let,
Here-
let him tell.
Here's
when do you
where
hear
I
this?
live, okay? You know when you live, I don't know if you've ever lived in a town where you say you don't live in that town, you say you live in 2 towns away.
That's right.
That's what I do. It's like living in Selden, but I say I live in Port Jefferson. Get it? Okay? And that's not where I live. But Selden's not one of my favorite towns. Coram, Wyandanch, I don't have to continue, right? So I'm Charles Bronson in my town. When somebody fucks with me, and I'm licking ice cream at midnight,
Yeah, you're ready.
Oh, I'm fucking ready. I'm just waiting for one good fucking moment. Go ahead. What are you doing?
You can have an on-premise permit for anything you want to own.
Well, this one's out in the streets. So what happens is this guy passes me the other night. That's about a couple of weeks ago, actually. He passes me almost. He's like driving like a fucking maniac down the street. I
Here you
hate
go.
it, dude. I hate this fucking town that I'm in. I hate it. This is all it is. This is just me getting to know the shit that's out there in this
And your
world.
kids are with you and they're hanging out. They come over and stuff like that.
I tell
You
my
gotta
kids
deal-
don't even come over. Don't even come over.
You'll go get them.
That's
Yeah,
a tough
yeah.
little
I'll
town.
go to them.
Place looks
It's-
nice online. Seeing
It
you
does.
No,
But
it's a nice.
it's
No,
not.
like when you walk through the street, it's a nice area, but you know when this place isn't your block.
You know what it's like? You ever go to a liquor store like 4 a.m?
Yeah.
The element that's there.
That's his.
I've
You
never gone to a
and you
liquor
got
store 4 in the
that
morning.
plexiglass.
guys behind plexiglass.
That's like
Life.
that's what he's dealing with.
Yeah, I don't like this town. This town has
it's-
no
it's
charm.
very familiar with
no anything that's great. Nothing good. Nothing good. So
I
anyway,
used to buy weed and cocaine there.
this
quite
is the
back
kind
in
of
the day.
yeah,
East
this
New
is the
York.
kind of shit where you go. So
Like-
anyway,
it's
Yeah.
like a Long Island version.
I wanted to let you know that there's a place called Long Island Gun Source over in Medford, and the phone number's at the bottom of the screen. It's over on Route 112 in Medford, and he's selling guns, and he's got equipment. He does all the appropriate background checks, and
Do they have a range there, George?
I think there's a range a few blocks away. That's another guy. I'm not going to plug him unless I get.
But they don't have one there on premise, right?
No, he doesn't have one, and he also runs he has a security business also, and we'll talk about that in a little while. But Long Island Gun Source on Route 112 in Medford, is a great place, great guy that runs it. I'm sure you know what party he's with, and
And they're open 12 to 6, right? 12 to 6 Tuesday through Sunday.
Yep.
Till 7 on Thursday, and Friday closed on Monday.
Yeah.
And they have full federal, state, and manufacture handguns, and they do everything.
Yep.
They
Good
run a good
people run
business.
it.
It's all
Yep.
legit.
It's
Every
all family,
law-abiding
it's all good.
citizen has the right to have a
to
gun
bear arms.
Mm-hmm.
in their house, and every single American has a right to hunt. It's not a cruel act. It's an honorable, healthy, family-oriented activity.
Wait, hunting, family oriented?
Hunting.
Yeah, a lot of the parts of the
Many
country
family
it is.
Hey, Ma!
Yeah, let me bring my ex-wife
no,
hunting.
I mean, and I'm
A lot-
thinking,
a lot of the
I know a
country
lot
it
of
is, it
father
is.
sons.
No, they do. You're right.
I know a
You're
lot of hunting families.
Father
They
sons,
have,
that's
they
true.
have their,
Yeah.
they have their hunting cabins, and they go as a family. It's a healthy,
Healthy American.
good for the environment.
Even
animal
worldwide.
rights
Dude, I see
activists
bears walking in my
are
backyard
actually
where I live.
probably the worst
Jersey's the worst.
thing for environment and conservation.
Steve, you're 100% right.
They are
100%. You know, in New Jersey, where he lives, highest black bear population in the country.
They walk
And
behind
they're
in
fucking
the
house.
country.
and,
Yeah.
and they're
Where that
starving.
chair
They're
is,
walking
a
around
black bear walks
starving
by
to
twice
death.
the size of me. Listening was starving. And a coyote went by one night. I said, look at the fox. And I'm realizing,
Well-
I'm sitting like on the step. I was like, that was a fucking coyote. Turkeys, fucking cat with one eye.
Fucking cat with one eye.
Yeah.
Fucking you living in fucking
He's in the fucking
Crackwoods?
I clean his eye and feed him. My wife
Joe's
cooked-
in Newark.
You know I don't hunt, by the way.
No, but I can
bear.
tell.
What's up, Joey?
Turkey,
Cat
every
like
fucking thing we have by
cracked
me.
out cat.
Yeah, but
Had one eye. The fucking. I brought him in. His whole fucking head was scratched.
The cat?
Yes, raccoons might have got him or some shit. I don't know. Foxes, all kinds of shit.
I hope everybody can see what he's doing with his hands and spreading apart the flesh on his head.
Yeah,
for
I was
us.
like, oh shit. We named him. I swear to God.
Such a guinea in
Ask
the
my
woods.
wife what we
Yes,
named him.
does not belong
One-eyed
there.
Willie.
From
Did
Brooklyn.
you try to feed it or take care
I
of it?
brought him in the house. He let me fucking clean his head and everything. And then my cat
that.
attacked me. I was like, what the fuck,
The cat was
man?
jealous.
He got jealous.
Became territorial.
Cats.
No, they're the best.
I
She
know
got
you're
rid
a
of
big
that.
cat guy.
I love fuck. Yeah, I
The
want
cats
to
are cool.
I'll put a cat up against any dog.
Okay.
Get a fucking Rottweiler. Go ahead. I'll get a cat the same size as the Rottweiler.
How
Let me
many
see who wins.
stories of cats rescuing the family from a fire are there?
Cats will fucking. What,
But
dogs?
cats will fuck you up. If a
Wait,
cat,
hold on,
if
hold on.
cats,
Hey,
if cats
hold on
were,
a second. Man's best friend. He's giving an example. He's like, how many cats will rescue you from a fire? A dog will. A dog will help you.
a cat might wake you up.
A Saint
I'll be
Bernard will
honest
come
with
up to you with the little
Cats-
barrel around
cat-
its neck.
People love their pets. It's not something.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Right.
I like to have fun with the conflict, but
My cousin
honestly,
had a
people, they
fucking
want to love
pig.
their pets. This guy loves
I love
his
my cat.
cats, and I'm
Cats are
sure
great.
they love him. they would, of course, step over his body and not
No,
not
no,
alert,
no,
not
no.
alert the
First-
neighbors.
They'd
First,
eat me.
they
Like
would
a
eat
dog
his
would.
lips. They eat his
Yes.
lips
My
and his
ears,
eyelids.
my fucking
all the
ears.
soft
Eat
flesh.
your lips.
Joe, what sound is this?
It's the fucking cat.
That's the cat.
Yeah, that's the
the
girls in
cat.
the bar arguing
My-
with
my-
each other. Hey, listen, we're gonna make a quick announcement. If you don't know who we have in the studio with Daren and myself, we've got Joe
Joe
Maffa,
Maffa.
good friend of mine, comedian for many years. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you guys
And
for having
Steve
us.
Schlesinger, good friend of mine for over 30 years. Both comedians, and they've been in the Long Island comedy circuit and around the country
Long
for
time,
quite
man.
some
Great
time
guys.
now.
Long time.
And we enjoy them a lot. So please welcome them.
Thank you.
So I wanted to ask Joe. No, I know you're not with Tom anymore. You were
No,
with
I'm
Tom.
not with Tom.
When did
What do you mean, Tom? Explain to
I'm
Tom.
I'm sorry, Tom and Jenny from Omnipop. So
Oh,
I
you're
got
on
a
your own.
breakdown and I cursed him out online. Sent
When-
that.
And that's show business.
Hey,
When
I was with
I
Tom
think
too for a
that's
while.
who-
Holy shit!
Everyone
that's
was with
who
Tom
I
for a
got
while.
you on that show with, and he saw you.
Yeah. Tom.
That was, and then you did Atlantic City with that guy. What happened?
I still talk to him. We talk. I apologize.
I don't know him. But
So
Who'd you
he's
I
not.
apologize to?
humbled myself.
Who'd you apologize to?
Tom.
He's a
No,
nice
no, no,
guy.
no, no,
No, he's a good guy, Tom.
Listen,
Tom
not,
Jr.'s a
not
great
for the
guy.
not for the business wise, and Tom knows that. He knows how I feel about the business of. I just had to take
Tom-
it to
Tom's
another
a good
level.
guy.
Started making fun of him and shit like that. Just like
His wife, you know,
We're
his wife.
Italian.
His wife was my daughter's kindergarten teacher.
She's a sweetheart, Joe.
And they're
She
really good
probably
people.
doesn't like
They're
me.
really good people.
Well, you know
So-
something, Joe. We were all. I mean, as comedians, you're frustrated when you number one, when your calendar's not filling up, or number two, when you're not. You feel like there's no confidence behind putting you in the right showbiz places in terms of films,
Yes.
TV, and all that. That's strategizing, and that's a lot of work, and not everybody
Can
is
do it.
completely capable.
I'm not.
Not many people are capable of being great agents or great managers. Some people just treat it like a job and they dabble.
And they do.
And that's why it's frustrating for people like you.
I didn't like the
me.
way he handled the business. And, you know, he knows that. We spoke about
He's a
stuff
great
like
guy,
that.
you know,
he's a great guy. He is a great guy.
Is he helping you at all with your? Because
Well,
I
yeah,
want to
he-
talk
like-
about your Broadway show too.
No, I'm producing that totally with Eric. We do that
Tell us
ourselves.
a little bit about that.
Shut up,
If
sit
you guys
down,
don't know,
and eat.
yeah,
for
This
the-
play
the four
is
Italian guys.
awesome.
Yeah, but
I've
we,
seen
we,
it twice.
we changed. We recasted.
tell them about. Start again. Tell them
we
what it
recasted
is.
Chris and Tina.
Thank God.
For a time.
Fucking Monty.
No,
I'm kidding.
no,
I love Monty. I'm
the
busting
whole,
his balls.
the whole deal was it wasn't worth it for them.
Right.
Hold on, let's take it from the top. Joe is part of a show, a live show on stage in theaters called Shut Up,
Sit Down, and Eat. The only cure for Italian insanity.
Right. So you have 4 Italian folks on there. It's 3 guys and a girl, and they go over these scenes.
They
and
go.
you guys,
They go and have therapy. They go to have therapy, and the therapist never shows up.
So then it's you four.
And we just talk amongst ourselves, and we solve all our problems.
So
Great
it's
premise.
yourself in a 90-minute show on stage.
All 4 of us, yes.
Okay, so it's Tina Georgie, who's an
Very funny.
excellent stand-up
But
comedian.
she
She's
doesn't.
fantastic.
She don't do it anymore.
She's also a teacher, right?
She was a teacher. I think she retired. Her and Monty.
We got Chris
Monty's all over
Monty,
the road.
Chris Monty, who's also a great
Stand-up comic.
comedian from
Great
Long Island.
stand-up
Great
comedian.
guy. He just had his first baby. Congratulations,
Yeah,
Chris.
he's married.
And we had Eric
Eric
Tartaglione,
Tartaglione, another good guy.
Ginzo, great guy.
So
He's with Russell Bass. He's always all over the place with Vic. He's doing his thing.
So
And
who's
Vicky
in the
the
show
guy.
now? It's you.
Me, Eric, Ali Mulrain, and Ben Bauman.
Okay. And when are you going
Whole
to? What's
different
your first
lineup.
show?
I'm sorry.
Whole different lineup now.
Different lineup, yeah.
When's
And we do their material.
Right.
I do Monty's, I do Tina's. Because the players are stand-up comedy material, and what happened is we co-wrote it into a script, and then we registered the script, got a trademark on the script, and it's patented. It's a registered. I'm a registered author. Fucking didn't even graduate high school almost.
It's
I'm
a
a registered
great-
author.
It's a brilliant.
Seriously,
brilliant-
and then
It's a good-
and then,
it's a
I've
good
but we
show.
changed it. You know what? We took it to the city, and the theater was. You know what? You want to break into comedy? Try breaking into theater. Good fucking luck. Those people, forget it.
Small.
I called a
small
woman a
world.
fucking twat in an email and a fucking snatch and this piece of shit. Fucking, I hit send and I sent it to her. I was like, the owner of the theater.
Oh, so much for
Well,
Broadway.
theater. I was.
And then Tina goes, Joe.
Did you mean to send it?
No, I
Oh,
hit
you didn't mean to
send
send-
by, and I'm being
Wait
nice
a
on
second.
what
Why
I
did you
said.
type it in the first place?
Because I was saying, Tina, this fucking piece of shit.
You
I
thought you
can't
were
take-
sending it to Tina and you
And
sent
I
it
hit
to the owner of
send
the
and I hit,
theater?
yeah. The woman
Why
who-
were you fucking? Why was it in the queue to email the owner of the theater?
Now we.
No. Tina said, I was talking to Tina. I talked to the woman in the theater.
Yeah.
Right? We give the woman $5,000 or $15,000, and a week later she's calling me a fucking moron because I'm handling the tickets.
Right.
And I said, you know what? Maybe I'm a fool, but you took $15,000 from me. You cannot call
So
me
you
a
started
moron.
an email. You started an email that
And
you
I
were going
said
to send to her.
I said to Tina, this woman, I think there's something wrong with her. Either she's a fucking ex-alcoholic, or maybe she fucking needs it really bad, or something like that. Because I can't take her. I'm breaking down here, Tina, and I hit send, and I sent it to her.
Instead of sending it
Oh
to
my
Tina.
God.
So,
And that's how you destroy a career.
Yeah.
no, and then I had to
I don't mean
call
to
up
laugh
and
at
go.
you, man, but that's
I had to
terrible.
explain why I sent it.
Right now, Tom and Genio's listening to this and saying, this is why I fucking let him go.
He ain't listening to it. But I tell you right now, all you got to ever do is tell people to shut the fuck up. And if you don't like people to say,
Yeah.
anything, you tell them to get him a tall, frothy glass
Oh,
and shut the fuck up. So, hey, wait, I'm
the
leading to one of our sponsors right now,
Okay.
Natural Born Patriot, who's been putting together some of my T-shirts since the beginning, based on the Sore Loser video that I
Oh, that's
started
funny.
for the
So funny.
for the somehow I became a spokesperson for the right-wing conservative group, and on their behalf, I've told the left-wing group of crybabies shut the fuck up. So, former veteran Bart has created a line of clothing for me called the Shut the Fuck Up George Gallo
That's cool.
line.
I want one.
And this is one of the shirts right here. So Natural Born Patriot, based in Delaware,
I'll wear that.
sells all the shirts. The Fuck Robert De Niro shirt and the Sore Loser, Shut the Fuck Up, and a whole bunch of shirts. You can find them on naturalbornpatriot.com. And they've been responsible for just so many great veteran-based American patriotic clothing, shirts, hats, mugs, and a whole bunch of other stuff to come out. So check them out. It's really good. The shirts fit well. I'm a slob, but somehow it magically makes me look all right.
You almost look handsome.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
Thanks, Daren.
But that's naturalbornpatriot.com. Check
Yep.
them out. That's natural, Natural, bornpatriot.com.
Yep, and that's Bart Hook's company out of Delaware.
Did you ever have to apologize after doing something like that?
Well,
I had to apologize to that woman.
Yeah, let's get back to the
Well,
story.
you-
Now, wait.
you
You
didn't-
just made her
you didn't
15 grand.
mean
All
it.
she's doing is giving you the space.
No, I called her back and said, listen, I said, listen, I don't know, what am I going to say? You got the email. You've been difficult to work with. I said to
What
her.
an uncomfortable
That's
moment.
I said,
Right
you
now,
gotta
you're doing the
know.
best thing you
I
could have
said,
done.
you gotta
You're saying the
know
best thing
what's
you could have
going
done.
on, Kat. You gotta put yourself in my position. And she goes, well, I'm gonna use language that you understand, okay? Grow a dick. And I went, that's
the owner of the theater?
Listen, I went, that's all she got. Grow a dick.
I'll
My
take that.
ex-wife threw a
Did she
fucking
know
glass
that she
at
was
my
ma-
head.
You're saying grow a dick.
you were a Pips warrior.
I said, okay, I'll talk to you Monday. I'll grow another dick.
Hey, listen, if it was today, would you have handled that situation differently and better instead of being such a fucking loudmouth?
No, I just, you know what it was? You know this business. I was so frustrated.
You're just
man.
intolerant.
We wanted so much more, man. I can't blame Tina either. We busted our asses.
You guys did it for how many years?
5 years.
5 years, a long time.
Wow.
And you even did it before that.
We should have stayed in the comedy clubs.
Yeah, you should have stayed in the comedy.
Stay-
what
stay in the comedy
so what are you
club.
doing now? You're launching it on
No, I'm
a
doing it in the
stage
I'm
project
doing it in the comedy club in the city.
in Manhattan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm bleeding it so I can get my money back.
Which comedy clubs are you going to be at?
Broadway. I'm there once a month. We do it once a month.
Once a month. When's the next show?
Broadway comedy.
September 18th, I think it is.
September 8th. All right.
Do it once a month.
Where can they find it?
They just go shut up, sit down, and eat on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Yeah, all my Facebook friends see it. I always post shit.
Got to see it.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, hold
definitely gonna
on.
see
I
it.
haven't seen all of it. I've seen bits of it,
Great,
but I've heard
fantastic.
great things about it.
Why don't we
The way
plug
it all
Joe?
plays out.
Joe's going to be at the Brokerage
Right.
Comedy Club this weekend coming
This
up.
weekend, man.
I'm going
Yeah.
Saturday.
Good,
7:30.
good,
Me and the wife.
good.
Funny. If you don't enjoy it, I'll be surprised. It's
Can't not
a lot of
enjoy it.
it's off the cuff, but it's based on just real stuff. And as
Yeah.
you can
Life,
see,
baby.
Joe's very opinionated, and he's sometimes he is, and
seen your
it's a
Facebook
good
page?
time. And you know what?
No more.
He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I've seen him. He goes up, I tell him to get off about 20 minutes. He's up there for 45 minutes. So basically, he's a stage hog, but you'll have a great time.
No. I'm like nervous because I always been doing the play. That's what I've been doing for
You'll
like.
be fun.
Yeah, but you know,
Joe, you've been doing
Yeah.
this over 30 years.
I like to talk to people. That's no problem.
You're on autopilot at this point,
You'll be
man. You're just
fine.
going to be funny.
Yeah,
and
as
you're
long
gonna
as you're
kill,
you,
and you don't
forget
worry
it.
about it.
Who else you
I
there
had the
with?
one agent on Long Island. She was good. She handles Chris Roach, Angela.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
sent me
She's
out
a nice
on a lot.
lady.
She sent me out on a lot of stuff. She
Who
was very
else-
good. She was good to me.
Who you at the
Definitely.
brokerage with this weekend? Do you know?
I have no idea.
So it's 2 shows, Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, yes.
2 shows.
Wait. One show
One
a
show
night or
Friday and 2 on Saturday.
two
Okay.
on Saturday?
So well, definitely go down and check out Joe. He's hysterical.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
where are you working this weekend? You in Falcone, right?
Yeah,
Somewhere?
I'm at Theater 3 at the Long Island Comedy
Okay.
Festival.
Oh, no
Okay.
kidding.
What a
Jeff,
great guy.
with Falcone.
Falcone, another
Rob
good
Good
guy.
Falcone?
guy. Yeah, good
Falcone.
guy.
I think
Road gigs
think
with him.
Goomba Johnny's gonna be on that show too.
Kumba Johnny's another friend of mine.
Haven't
Kumba
seen him in a
Johnny.
while.
That's a good point. We got to plug. Darren's going to be at Theater 3 in Port Jefferson. Beautiful theater, 300 seater.
Yes.
Go
Real
check out
nice.
Darren. You'll enjoy yourself. He's a lot of fun. He's
gonna be
a
a great
quick-witted
show.
douchebag.
I am a douchebag. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's Port Jeff. It's beautiful down there. Bring your
Yeah,
lady. You can go
lot of
down, walk
fun.
around,
It's
have
nice.
some dinner, come in, see the show,
Dude,
go home, and leave me the
that-
fuck alone.
That's a great theater. Is
It is.
your girl going to come?
I don't know if we. My oldest is getting older now, where we could leave the kids
Yeah.
home with her for a little bit.
Yeah, again, it's about 6 now, right?
No, my oldest, a 13-year-old. But it's tough because I'll
She
be,
don't want to watch the kids.
no, and I'll be. She's good with them, but she'll get to a point. She'll be like, Lily, leave me alone. And like she'll be on her phone for fucking 40 minutes. And
Yeah.
I can't concentrate.
Wait, would they get all my niece invited the whole high school over the house. They robbed the house.
I don't mind if they're robbed.
You know what? You know what? As comedians, guys, seriously, do you find it to be nerve-wracking when you bring your spouse or girlfriend to the show?
Absolutely.
It is,
It's a
right?
distraction.
I agree.
Because you
I-
feel like you have to entertain them.
You
You want
do.
them to be happy. You want them to have a good time. But then you're thinking about her or him the whole time, and
Yeah.
you're not thinking about what you're going to do,
My
where you're
wife
going to be.
comes to-
It's really difficult.
It is difficult. I went to Theater 3. We did New Year's Eve there back in going into 2010. I was dating this girl at the time, and she was out of her fucking mind. So we're in front of Paul Anthony at the bar at right next door,
I don't
Billy's.
know him. I don't know him.
He runs the comedy festival.
I know. I heard.
Yeah,
some-
he
Good
runs.
guy. He's a real good guy.
Yeah, he's a fine dude. So we're hanging out, me, him, and his wife, and the girl I was dating at the time, and she's like, and she just starts like, I don't know what happened. She had like a drink too many.
The date that you're talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was
Ooh,
dating
That's not
Joy for like a year. All of a sudden, and she had these like crazy eyes, like these crazy green eyes. She's like, "You're a fucking douche," and I'm like,
To you?
"Yeah,
Is this the first time this ever happened? Like this type of a.
yeah," out of nowhere. And I go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" She's like, "You're a fucking douche." Like she was possessed. She's like, "You're a fucking douche," and she's got like these weird tattoos and shit. But I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "You know," and I'm like, "I don't even know where this is coming
She was
from."
working up to that.
Did you say something that night?
No,
maybe?
it
On
came out of
stage?
fucking
She's working
nowhere.
up to it all
No,
day.
She was fucking jealous. There's a lot of crazy jealousy.
At
shit
What was
a
she
going on.
jealous
comedy
of?
show, you
I-
can't. The
Dude,
girls.
let me tell you, the jealousy shit that happened.
Yeah.
We get home, starts a whole big
Been there.
fight.
Not
Fucking
with my
baby,
wife.
baby, baby. Next thing you know it, starts a big fight in the driveway. I'm like,
Ugh.
I'm gonna have to fucking ask you to leave. No. And she's got that like fucking face twitch. We get in downstairs. Next thing she's like, huh? Want to get it on? I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind.
Oh, my God.
You're fucking crazy.
She's schizophrenic.
First of
Oh,
all,
yeah.
it's a business. You are working.
So
Yeah.
wait,
You are working.
wait, Steve, wait. Did you fuck her?
No, I fucking threw her out. And the crazy pursuit after that was, we were back and forth for a year, and then I finally went all the way to Las Vegas, and I drove back with her to move her into my place.
Oh.
A year later, I threw her out physically over my head out the front door of the house. Swear to God, out the front door I go.
God.
After 3
Get the
days.
fuck out.
Yeah, she broke like my X-wing fighter from fucking
No.
1978. She broke it. I'm like,
Gallo's crying like a little boy.
I'm like,
I
no,
wanna
I'm
pick
sorry,
her
it was a
up.
TIE fighter. It wasn't an X-wing. She broke it. I had that thing for fucking 30
I want
years.
to pick her up and throw her out.
So I physically
Oh,
You
picked
buy
her
a
up.
new one, man.
No, you can't buy a new one. It's old shit, man. It's my
Unbelievable.
Star Wars shit I had since I was a kid. Anyway, I pick her up
Precious
out
items.
the door, and she spanned the width of the door like Bugs Bunny going
like
out of
she's
the.
like a cat when you try to put her in a
Yes.
tub of water.
Dude, I couldn't get her. And we fell down the fucking stairs, and finally I got her. I threw her out the fucking door.
You know,
Out the
this-
door.
Did you ever,
You know,
did
this
you ever talk to her
sounds-
again?
But this sounds
I
brutal, but it
did.
was a TIE fighter.
What?
I said this sounds brutal, but it was a TIE fighter.
It was a TIE fighter. She broke the fucking thing. It was sitting on top of the TV. No, I did. And I felt bad that I threw her out. But
what
I
happened?
never had that problem.
she actually called. She called me about 6 months later. crying. She's like, "You were right. I'm crazy. You're right." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I just got me and my boyfriend arrested." And what do you mean? I tried to turn the wheel at 55 miles an hour on Sunrise Highway, and the police saw it, and the car spun out, and now
Oh
he
my
walked away with a guitar on his back. She was dating another another entertainer. And then I'm like, "Oh my God, can you bail me out?" So I went to the jail. I went to the court the next day.
Got laid.
Bailed her out.
Did you get laid?
I didn't get laid, dick. I don't even want to fuck her. She shaved her head. She
I
looked
know.
like a
I wouldn't even
disaster.
fucking pick her
How,
up.
how long did you live with her
Those are
for?
Tic Tacs.
3 days.
What you're
Oh,
hearing
that's
on
it?
Joe's
Yeah.
Tic Tacs.
I came all the way back cross country.
Oh.
3 days. I'm like,
Whoa, wait. You drove to Las Vegas to get
flew
her.
to Las
Picked her
Vegas.
up, flew.
Well, how did you
drove
meet
back.
her to begin with?
I think it was like through Facebook or some shit. She knew friends. She knew this one. She knew all the people like in our little.
How long was
circle.
this relationship before you drove to pick her up?
On and off for about
What was her
11
name?
months. I don't want to get into it.
Wait, the relationship was
I think I know what
talking
you're
on
talking
Facebook
about.
and
No,
texting?
no. She came out here, I think in August 2009 or 10.
Okay.
And then
Tattoos and shit.
Then-
I know what you're talking about
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
saw her in one of the clubs in Vegas.
yeah.
I know who she is.
Everyone's got tattoos. It could be
No,
anybody.
bald head, the whole. But she was. Somebody. We'll talk after.
I don't even want to talk about it. It's
Okay.
It's 10-year-old news, but you know
Okay.
what? All I can say is thank God that's over. So
Thank
yeah,
God is right.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why I was with
She was
Paul
a
Anthony.
comedy groupie, man. Was she a comedy
show
I
groupie?
don't
biz
think so.
groupie.
No. She was with us and hanging out with me and
Maybe
Terry
I'm
and
wrong.
stuff. But that's an old episode, and thank God.
But that's all
over.
part of bringing your significant other to a show. This shit happens all the time. I mean,
May I
Did
say,
you
They
ever
could be
bring-
unstable and radical. You don't know.
may
I
I
bring
your
my
say-
first
wife.
wife ever been to any of your shows? Your first wife?
Yes. Second wife told me, well, I don't think you're funny as half the people you know.
Oh, Jesus.
Patty said that.
Yeah. No. Patty loves me. Patty.
Oh.
Your first wife?
Yeah. Second wife.
Wait, how
How
many?
many wives you have?
It's just three. Patty's number 3.
Okay, three. So the second one's the one you had the kids with.
Yes.
Okay, so she's come to one of your shows. She came to your shows when you were still alive. Still
See, I don't
married.
want to say
One of them is
'cause when you're married
undocumented.
twice.
Why
no,
don't we
when you're
know?
married twice, people go, okay. When you go 3 times, you cross the fucking line there. People go.
We don't even know about this one that
no,
was
I
stuffed
was
away.
married for 8 months. That's true shit I'm talking about.
8 months.
That's where I got the annulment.
What an omen. We
Which
didn't
is
even know
another
anything
bunch
about
of
this shit.
bullshit.
Do we want to dive into this first marriage?
She's might be listening to us right now.
Okay, so
Yeah, I doubt
give us a
that.
quick breakdown. What happened there? You're married for 8 months. This is
She
all
got
news. to us.
sick. She got sick. Health stuff.
Oh, that's why you married her?
Yeah. No. We were kids together. We were kids.
okay.
We grew up together. My
So you
family
got married
loved
8
her.
months. It fell apart. You got an annulment, so we don't need to talk about it. So your second wife that you had your children with, she's been to your shows.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yes.
what was that like for you as a
I
performer?
used to make fun of her right in front of her mother and father. I swear to God, I don't care. My mother-in-law might be watching right now. She's 90. She's 90 years old.
Wow,
Wow.
that's been around a while.
Me and my ex-wife should have never got married.
I would have to say you're right on that.
Never.
But you had 2 beautiful kids.
Yes, I'm very happy for my children.
You always
I would
gotta love
never-
that butt.
I
But
would
you had
never
2
go
beautiful
back.
kids.
No, but listen, we had kids, but we didn't get along. We
How long
just
were you
fought.
married?
We always fucking fought.
How long were you married?
12 years, but we didn't live together for 12 years.
12 years of pain.
We
Yeah.
didn't live together for
torture.
12 years.
I don't know.
You got
Talk
it.
about pain. If you would like
My
to make
wife,
your house
we've been together
secure,
for 15 years. I have
Oh, we got another
complaints.
spot. We got another spot.
No,
Bring it up.
neither.
we got Secure Operations, which is a security company that provides security options for residents and commercial places. Secure Operations, also located in Medford, can be reached at the phone number at the bottom of the screen. They provide all the different solutions for your security needs at your house and in your business. No long-term crazy contracts. They'll work with you month to month. And that's all I can tell you about Secure Operations.
Well, they have 24-hour monitoring, of
yeah.
course, and burglar alarms, fire alarms, CCTV, camera systems, everything you could think of. They've got it. They can set you up. You don't need to go to ADT and get raped by them while they're going through your shit. You're downstairs in the kitchen. You know they're going through your fucking drawers looking for shit. You know it. That's
do
what I
that
would do.
too.
But these people aren't going to do that. We're all fucking demented. We're all demented.
That was
I was
instant.
raped by ADT once,
was
and then I was gang raped by Slomans.
But Secure Operations is not like that. They're a reputable company. They give good prices and do
Yeah.
really good service. And check them out if you want. You can call them at 631-4 773-1085 and check them out at www. Why am I saying www dot? Bash me in the fucking face with a camera right now. I hate when people do that. Go to secureoperations.com. That's it. Go buy something.
It's on Google. If you punch it in, it says www.
right up.
Man.
So getting
That's
back to you were married 12 years. You had these 2 kids.
Yes.
didn't work.
But
You guys
what I'm saying, if you're in a bad marriage, listen, you get divorced and you look back and you talk to the people and you go, we should have never got married. It doesn't have nothing to do with my kids.
No.
I mean, like, your kids are your kids. I get along good with Patty, though. I think we do.
Yeah.
But I'm not
See?
fucking
I saw the
normal,
pictures of
man.
you at the
See,
wedding.
Yeah,
with
but
the
I'm
daughter.
not normal. No one's. You got to understand something. I'm not a fucking 2020 person. I didn't grow up with this shit that how everybody is. It's just
Right.
not.
Well, what do you mean you're not normal?
He's
I talk the way I talk. I walk the way I walk. I
No,
say
that's
certain
fine. That's
things. Like I
acceptable.
was in the store and I said to I paid with a card for a tea. My charge card because he couldn't find my money and my money was in his pocket. And I
Right.
pulled the money and I go, look at this. I'm so fucking retarded here. And I look up and there's like an autistic girl behind the fucking counter, fucking looking at me and the guy. And I just went, I see you guys. I just left the store because I didn't realize that.
That doesn't mean you're not normal. You just
No,
have
but
bad
I'm just
luck.
saying, people don't say that out loud. And like,
Wait, what did you say?
I just said, oh, look how fucking retarded I am.
So what? Big deal. She wouldn't have picked it up. You don't
No,
realize.
she looked at me like that.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Oh, no, like,
Dude, you gotta be able to
that's
sell
a,
it
that's
better.
a generational thing with the words because like you or I would say, oh, you're so gay.
Yeah.
Millennials today, like, oh my god.
Oh, he said I
How'd
was
you say
gay.
that? But
Yeah.
gay is just like you're being gay. You're not sucking dick in front of me. You're
Right.
just being gay.
Yeah.
You're being.
If you want to be gay, I don't give a
Like,
fuck
stop being
what
a
you
dick.
do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know what? Look, the word gay is okay. Because my name is James Earl Ray. No, the word gay is okay, but the word fag is not a good word to be using these days.
No, that one is not.
They stopped us on Comedy Central from using that when we were writing it into the script.
Fag's a real hard. That's a real harsh word, though. If you know the origins of it.
Yeah,
Well, you're
no,
such
and a lot of
fag,
us.
or you're such a.
Yeah, a lot of us from that time though, we had to get away from that word
Right.
because we would
So we
just
grew
say
up
like,
with-
"You're
yeah.
such a fag."
What a fag.
Yeah,
Used it
now
all the
we had to
time.
get away from it, and now the equivalent is don't be gay.
Yeah.
And now something's going to happen with that.
You can't say
Or it
However,
is, you can't say that.
you can say it if you spell it Ghey. Gay. You can get away with that.
Stop being a
some reason that
homo.
word, they're
Yeah,
allowed.
exactly. So,
Can't say that either.
one of my favorite words.
That's offensive.
Why is that offensive?
Because why is it bad to be a homo?
I'm not saying like just like you like.
I know. I'm agreeing with you.
I
but
think
that's-
it's a
but
prefix
that-
to homo.
That's
homo
what the
sapien.
thought. The
Don't
thought
be homo.
process is
You
now.
can be homo.
We know what we're saying. We're not saying you being a homosexual is bad. What we're saying is stop whining
Right.
and stop being a baby. And we all know
No,
that
I
not
understand.
all
The
gay
words are
men-
it's a derogatory.
It is to gay
it-
people.
It
yes.
is. It definitely.
Right,
Yeah,
but,
the
but it
times are
doesn't-
changing,
But
you
it's
know.
not derogatory towards homosexuals. It's derogatory towards that person just being a fucking baby. Like
Why
you
do I
said.
have to
That's
know
what we're
you're
trying to
gay?
say.
You don't.
Why do I have to know? Why do I have to? Same thing with the Me Too movement. I grew up in a house with sisters and females. You don't. You know when a woman says enough is enough. You don't need the whole Me Too movement to get behind. What the people were doing is fucking wrong. It's
To
just
be using
certain
their
people
power.
in society.
It's fucked up.
Whatever happened to Harvey fucking Weinstein? Why is he still out?
I don't know.
The other
don't
guy
know.
hung
It
himself,
sounds like
right?
he
Or
belongs
whatever.
in jail to
why,
me.
Why exactly? What is he doing? Where the fuck happened to him?
Isn't he in jail?
No,
No,
he's
he's
out.
not in jail.
If that was you, you'd be
Yeah,
gone,
but everybody's
bro.
bashing him in
Well, is he
Hollywood.
out because there's a trial pending?
Yeah, he has a trial coming
Okay,
up, I
so
believe. So
He's going to go to jail.
He's not
believe
going to
so.
go to
I
not
jail
gonna
if he's
survive
out
that.
this
I
long.
couldn't
I don't
be
think
wrong
he's
about the
gonna
trial.
survive
I don't know why Epstein, like now I'm a I would have fucking ran as soon as they let me out of that courtroom the first time with the ankle bracelet on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I live in the subways for fucking 6 months.
And the way you motion shows us that you do know how to snap one
No,
of those
but I'm
things
just
off your
saying,
ankle.
no. I mean, the guy, he didn't kill himself. You think
No,
he killed himself?
Absolutely
I don't
not. No. It'd be like you trying to
It
hang
is a
yourself in
guy
your
who
basement.
would
He did
kill
not kill
himself.
him.
I would say that. There
And-
are also
and-
a lot
and
of people who
Coulter-
like to kill him.
Ann Coulter
Yeah.
back in July warned that you better get him out of that jail cell because he's going to need a maximum jail cell because someone's going to kill him. And
Yep.
you know what?
And that's what they did.
They suspect
Hey,
someone
they-
killed
You
Epstein.
think they killed Bin Laden when they went and caught him?
I have no idea.
They
I
didn't
wasn't
fucking
there.
kill
I don't
him. They-
believe anything I hear. As
They
far
took
as I
him
know,
home.
Took him home. He did what?
Why would they go all the way over there and not just blow the whole compound up and leave? They took Bin Laden alive. You never saw the body. They buried it at sea. All this other shit.
He could very well be alive.
He was alive at one time, and I would imagine they tortured his shit out of him. to get the information. All of
I-
a sudden, everything.
I believe he is dead.
You believe he was dead on
And
the?
I also do not believe that this guy Epstein, I think this guy Epstein probably did kill himself.
No
There are-
way.
Absolutely,
No, I don't
he
believe it.
killed
You know
himself.
why?
How?
Did you hear his lawyer? What his lawyer said when he met with him the night before?
I'm sure his lawyer will say many
Well,
things.
his lawyer said, I spoke with Jeffrey. He was in good spirits. He felt he was going to get out.
Yeah.
He felt he was done. He's like, I'm going to walk away from this. The guy was happy. He was positive. There was no
Then they
inkling
brought
of
him back.
Of him.
They had just
hurting
released
himself.
a huge amount of information regarding
He thought he was going to get off. He was going to fucking name
his
people.
lawyer said that.
His lawyer said that's what Epstein felt.
All I have to say is this, in this
Pedophile
regard to this,
island.
and this is how I operate myself. This is why I stay away from conspiracy theories.
Okay.
The medical examiner has come out and said
Well, you're in the medical business.
that his injuries are consistent with hanging himself. And I can tell you, I did not see this guy's x-rays, but I've seen hundreds, if
Of
not
X-rays.
thousands, of x-rays of people who hung themselves.
Okay.
Okay.
And you will see 2 to 3 fractures on any given suicide attempt and or success.
But who's to
So
say?
I know this-
Who's to
that
say
they-
that that coroner is telling the truth?
Now,
You don't think someone can get to that
this
coroner?
is why I go with the coroner. If we can't believe the coroner, where are we?
Bum bum bum.
The coroner has a job.
Yes.
The coroner has a job.
He's
You
also
do
got a
not know
family.
the
He's also
coroner.
got a
I do
family.
not
That's
know
right.
the
Got a
coroner.
family coming
You
up.
do not know the coroner.
No, I'm
you
just
do
saying.
not know the coroner.
Right.
The man in charge of this has a job. He has a family.
Yes.
He has a pension. He has a profession. He has an oath of conduct that you take whenever you enter any medical
And
profession.
all that shit goes out the window when someone tells you your children will be at the bottom of a river if your
That
report
is-
doesn't say this.
That is
I
certainly.
didn't know it was a hit, Mikey.
That is certainly possible.
I didn't know it was
However,
a hit.
you have absolutely no evidence of that.
Right.
What we do have is a coroner's report and a very consistent injury with attempted suicide.
There was something in it for me.
That's how, as far as I'm concerned, Epstein committed suicide.
Okay.
And now a guy in a prison who is noticing, now he attempted suicide
You
only
know
a
the
week
brother,
before.
Mike. I got
No,
stepped
we did
over.
not. From what I heard, now I don't know. See, we're getting a lot of
Again, we don't
disinformation.
know.
You don't
He-
know.
From what I
they
heard,
you don't
assume
know.
He,
He
attempted
said he was
suicide.
attacked. He was attacked, and that's why he was he was underneath suicide watch.
He's put in a jail with a
He
murder.
was also
with a murder.
trying to
And the
get.
guy was in
He was
jail
also
with-
trying to spend his time in his multi-million-dollar mansion
He
under
had, a
house
cell,
arrest.
he had a cellmate the first time he went in jail.
He was
And
supposed
the
to have a
And
cellmate.
the guy was in there for being, killing like 10 people.
Isn't that the guy to beat the shit out of him?
That's what they say. But that they said he tried to hang himself
That's
too.
prison,
the cellmate,
baby.
The cellmate
But-
didn't know nothing.
But then again, you're talking about. I don't know how many.
Yeah.
Who gives a
And
shit?
it sounds
Honestly,
like they
who
were
cares?
incompetent.
Yeah.
But
I give a fuck
the
less
whole
about
jail
it.
is obviously
You know what?
incompetent.
They're all fake. Nobody exists. It's all
He could have
entertainment.
easily
You're
been
right,
murdered
it's
as
all
well.
entertainment.
There's
Let
no
me make this
question.
plug here. We got this Twin Stills Distillery is also sponsoring our show today here at govs.com. We're at the Governor's Comedy Club. If you're just joining us right now, we're at Governor's Comedy Club here in Levittown, which is the flagship location for the chain of comedy clubs out there. We got McGuire's Comedy Club in Bohemia. We have the Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore, and we are here in Levittown at the studio at govsradio.com. And Daren, Dillon, and myself are joined today by Joe Maffa and Stephen Schlesinger, both well-known comedians that have been around Long Island for quite some time. And we also are going to, I want to give props to my producers in the back there, Sally, who's running all the mechanics
Yay,
behind this.
Sally.
They also have another show. Darren, what's that show that they have also?
In the morning?
Yeah.
What's? Okay.
Knock 'em dead.
Knock him dead.
Knock
Knock him
'em
dead, right?
Here on Govs Radio. And
11 to 1 every day.
11, is it 11 to 1
Right,
every day?
right? 11 to 1 every day.
Oh, wow. You guys are amazing. You can pull that off. We have a sponsor here, Twin Stills Distillery, which is on the North Fork. So if you ever go out east and you're enjoying checking out wineries and distilleries, check out Twin Stills Distillery. They have incredible moonshine out there. The moonshine is top-notch. It's distilled right there.
Where's it made out of, man?
It's
That's gotta be.
I don't know. It's made out of liquor. I don't know.
No, it's the weed, the grain they make. Isn't that stuff strong moonshine?
Oh, it's like
They make it out of
Yeah, it's
moonshine.
stronger.
150
Drink
proof.
that
Oh, it's
stuff.
heavy duty. You know Joe Cunha. Joe Cunha make that's Joe Cunha's company.
Yes.
Yeah,
A Puerto Rican.
yeah, Puerto Rican. He's
I
growing
know the name.
big. He was a big soccer guy in high school.
Yes.
He's Portuguese, so he knows soccer.
I don't fucking trust them.
And so it was actually inherited in the family. His grandfather had started, and they're on the website shut the fuck up, Long Island lioldtimer.com. The
Wow.
phone number's at the bottom of the screen, and they've got moonshine, apple pie is the favorite. There's some heavy duty other wonderful flavors there. Everybody loves it. We've done shows at the distillery. Really good group of people there, and it's very home, intimate. Just you walk in, you think it's gonna be a big place, and it's just a little place. You walk into it.
When you just do your thing.
Yeah, it's so much fun there, and you have drinks. It's like a real intimate little quasi bar picnic environment right off of what's that avenue up there? Right off of, on the North
I'm-
Fork,
I don't know.
Shore Avenue. What is that? What's that? Avenue
I don't
up there?
remember. I don't.
You don't know anything. Doesn't
I'm
fucking
dumb.
anybody know anything? Come on, help me
No.
with my memory. Hey,
Shore
Daren.
Avenue?
Yes.
what's the name of that road up there on the North Fork?
I have,
Where all the
nothing.
distilleries
I have
are.
no idea about anything about
Anyway.
Suffolk County.
Check out
I
Twin
fucking
Stills
Fucking country
Distillery.
fuck people who fuck their cousins.
Old
That's where I
timer.
live. I know nothing about the fucking
Where
area. I live
are
in.
you? No, I'm in the
Angry
fucking
guys.
I'm out by Port Jeff. I grew up in like Queens, Nassau.
Yeah.
I'm living out there now.
LI
Yeah,
Old
it's
Timer.
different.
It's another fucking world out there. It
And
really
the taxes
is.
are high out there
You
still,
You ever
right?
see the movie U-Turn?
No.
Go watch that movie. As a road comic, you need to watch that because that's where I fucking live.
You do not live
There
there.
are
You live
scary
in a nice
fucking
area.
Please, no,
No.
I live in the poor part.
You don't live in the desert. That movie U-Turn.
No, U-Turn was in the mountains.
Was it?
Yeah,
But you
the
don't live
first
in the
one.
mountains. You're on Long Island.
Yeah,
What?
but it's like the
You know,
mountains.
why are you gonna be like my wife and fucking contradict everything I say?
I'm not. I'm
You're
being
not
very
fucking me.
practical. I'm being
You're not
very
fucking me.
practical. I'm being very
Pine
like
Barrens out there.
we're being
Hold
very
on a
literal. I know the area. You live in a nice area. Sorry if you don't appreciate it. I don't know.
I live in the
He's gonna
woods.
bug up his ass.
I'm up in the woods where I am.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. It's all
Well, you
fucking-
got bears and animals running
You
around.
live by where the Sopranos are. No?
No. The Sopranos.
Yeah. Tony Soprano lived like near the woods. He had a bear in his backyard in one episode.
No, but he's on the they shot that stuff all close to the city, Bergen County.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to jump out real quick. I'm good.
Yeah.
What are you talking
How
about?
was
I
Tony
am
doing
20
anyway?
I am 20 miles to Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're way out there. You're by
Yeah,
the
I'm-
Delaware Water Gap.
Yeah, I'm not that far. I'm
What
not
town?
That far. Hackettstown.
Okay. Oh, I remember that. That's off of 80, no? Yeah.
When they're putting flags on the graves up there for the American, when they do it like it's 4th of July,
Right.
it's for the American Revolutionary Patriots.
Holy wow.
The town's
Historic
called
neighborhood.
next to the town next to me is Liberty, Independence, Hope.
Yeah.
A lot of the Revolutionary War was fought.
They
in
got
that-
churches that are like from
all
the
in- all along that
1700s.
mountain trail.
I'm
a
smoking
good-
a fucking bone. I'm in front of this church and it's the 1700s. I'm fucking on my phone thinking.
You
oh
got
my
You got to
shit.
love
Now,
our.
what you just
know
said was not normal.
You got to
The
love
founders
our.
of this country.
You are not normal.
You
That
got.
was
Yeah,
not
man.
normal.
We're gonna end in about 10 minutes, guys. It's 8:37 Eastern Standard Time right now. We're gonna end at 8:48, I believe.
We have
And,
10 minutes.
What are your thoughts about people who were in the wars or veterans? You think they get enough recognition?
Not the guys from
Absolutely.
Vietnam.
They get a lot of lip service, but they
Not
don't
enough.
get
I'm not ever,
enough.
bro.
The Vietnam guys.
We used to run
My
our
father
bike.
was a Vietnam vet.
We used
Yeah.
to take our bike to
And
the
it was like-
schoolyard. They didn't get shit,
The
man.
way they were
Vietnam
treated was
vets.
horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Vietnam veterans were treated
Like shit.
And
disgraced.
looked down
They're a
upon like
blight
they
on
were
the
like they
country.
were less than.
Korea
right.
too.
Isn't that crazy?
You know his
Korea,
father's a
same
big
thing.
hero from the Korean War. You wouldn't even know. He would never tell you.
Who?
Eric, my partner Eric. His father fought in the Chosin Frozen, they called
Or
him.
Tortaglione.
Yeah, Chosin Reservoir. Battle.
Oh, the Korean War, yes.
Yeah, he fought his
the
father
famous
for-
retreat where the
They
Marines
stayed there
and
and
the
they
army
stayed
they
held
froze, but
They
they
called him the Frozen
held the
Chosen that
Chinese
came-
back.
Yeah, and you know what? His father was one of the
They
survivors.
saved the war.
Yeah, they gave. They
saved South
had a
Korea.
military funeral for him. I was like, wow.
Wow.
We never know that.
What a crazy veteran story.
Wow.
I have an uncle. Okay, I knew he was in World War II. Okay, and after he died, this was 2 years ago. There was a military, burial. Now
For your uncle?
for my uncle.
He would never say it though, right?
whenever you asked him what he did,
How can
in
he
the
say
war,
it? He was fucking dead.
No, when he was alive.
life.
When he was alive, the guys who really fought in those wars.
No, you're right. My
they
father
wouldn't
never said
talk
anything.
My
about
father
it.
But
never
here's
talked
why
about
my
it.
uncle never
Never.
said anything. And the kind of guys they were, real servicemen. Whenever you asked him what he did in World War II, you know what he would say? He would say, they told me I had to learn Portuguese and learn how to operate a radio. When you're in the army, they tell you to learn Portuguese and operate a radio. You operate a radio. I never saw, that's what I did in World War II.
Vince Daytona.
Guess what he was? He was one of the original CIA agents. He was OSS
Jesus
in
Is
World War
your
II.
uncle?
Yes.
See that?
Wow.
We found out after his death. My cousin only found out several weeks ago because his service record was declassified.
My uncle
He-
parked
he was
cars at the
running
Playboy
around-
Club.
He was running around Brazil hunting Nazis.
Oh, really?
He was running around Brazil
Seriously?
hunting Nazis.
Post-
That's what he was doing.
Post World War II.
During and after World War II, he was running around Brazil hunting down Nazis because the United States during the war was afraid that Nazi Germany was going to run an offensive or gain enough, almost like a guerrilla army, to run an offensive up through Central America.
Fucking El Duce got what he deserved
And
to.
my uncle was in Brazil hunting these counter spies down and apparently killing them.
They
Yeah.
all went. They all went to.
They all
South
went to
America.
South America. There's a lot of
Yeah.
Germans down there.
Yep.
Nazis.
So he was there, and he.
That's
you
where
know,
Hitler
then he came
ended
home,
up.
and nobody knew a
Yeah,
thing.
Hitler
he
didn't
kept done.
fucking
Never
die.
He
said a
ended
word.
up there.
He
Hitler
kept it
shot
all
some
quiet.
guy with a mustache in his
We
fucking
were blown
bunker
away.
and left.
If you met my uncle, you would never think he was.
They
this
would
kind of
never
a-
tell you
they
that
never-
stuff.
No,
They won't
that was
talk
the kind
about
of
that.
outside- There was never a brag.
Their
There
talks
was
is
never
full of shit.
Service. Period. End of story. Job done. That's how they were.
Vince
Joe-
Daytona was
Joe-
was
Vince
a,
Daytona, the ventriloquist.
Great comic.
He
Yeah,
was
passed
he
away.
was a tunnel rat.
Yeah.
They would blow up the tunnels that the Vietnamese were in. He'd have to go in with a flashlight and his gun to make sure they were dead.
That's
What
crazy.
the fucking? You gotta be kidding me.
He was in Vietnam, right?
Yeah, Vietnam.
Yeah, Vince Daytona, if you don't know who he is, he's
God
a
rest his soul.
funny,
Great comic. Nice guy.
improvisational ventriloquist comedian. Vince Daytona and George. We've all done shows with Vince
Yeah.
and the little
He's
puppet.
gone a long time.
He was
already.
like the nice version of Otto and George.
Right,
You
right.
know? Like,
Yeah.
He could do like an hour and change, you know.
He's a great
Otto
guy.
would just fucking pass out after 35 minutes and hit the floor with his nose running.
Otto was good,
you know?
too.
Otto
was
come on,
great.
Otto,
Otto was the
Otto
best.
and
I got to do
George
some shows with him.
is incredible. Oh no.
missed
Oh no. Oh no.
We got another spot coming up.
Oh no.
You mind if I come on in for a minute?
Here he is.
Gonna come on in? Can I do your show? What's going on?
We got our last
Come on.
spot before we wrap it up. Coming
we?
up. Yeah, well, it's Weatherstone Mortgage. I don't know if anyone's looking for mortgages, serving Long Island since 1996. Helping families across the country, the world, get their dreams met. But you're right there. Get their dreams met by bringing homes to these people who they did my mortgage. For
did?
people- Yeah.
They do your mortgage?
He did my mortgage, yeah. Nick Cesarini over there.
The new
They do
mortgage
refis.
or the-
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
all right.
He's a great guy, Nick. He'll get if he can get me a mortgage, he can get anyone a mortgage.
The hell out.
So contact. Go to Weatherstone Mortgage. That's weatherstonemortgage.com. It's weather WEATHER stonemortgage.com.
What town?
I don't know what town he's. He's on Long Island though, and his phone number is 516-349-8181. Ask for Nick Cesarini. He will get you a mortgage. I guarantee it.
Okay, if you say so.
That's our last spot. That's our last whore
That's
bit
it,
for the
man.
night. And look what just walked in.
Look what
Mario.
Mario, how are you?
How are you, buddy? How are you guys?
Good, good.
Georgie Porgy,
Georgie Pudgy?
pudding and pie.
What are you doing,
For
Mario?
everyone who doesn't know, in studio is Mario Bosco.
Oh, wait, get him on the camera.
Yeah, get him on camera. Get
He's
over
not
here,
gonna-
man.
Come on, move
Come
over.
You got to
Come
go all
sit
the way
next
back there,
You
man.
want to sit in my lap? We'll do a show. Come on.
Hi,
My name is Mario. You smell good.
thank you.
This is Mario. Let's get this out of your way. Mario is a comedian who's it's like I got my son on my lap here. So we're gonna have a talk, Mario, about the birds and the bees. Now you're gonna start feeling things as you start to get older.
Dude, you're sick fuck. You know that.
Mario's a great guy.
What
Very funny.
Ah,
a sick fuck.
Super funny.
Sick
He's been around
fuck.
forever. He's been in a ton of movies, tons of TV shows. He's always here. So
I get to work with the great Joe Muffin.
The great Joe Maffa.
Yes.
You on the
this
show tomorrow
feels
night?
really fucking weird with you on my lap.
The
right
whole
now.
thing's weird.
Like,
Everything with
All of a
this
sudden, I
kid
feel
with
like
the great hair is
I
weird.
feel like a member of NAMBLA. This is really fucking disturbing.
So,
I'm so happy you're here, but not on my fucking lap.
Mario's actually he's a stand-up comedian
He's a good guy.
and he
Actor?
stands at about 5 foot nothing. Very funny.
Nothing. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I'm actually giving him extra. He shows up on governor's stages here on Long Island, and he kills it all the time.
Funny man.
Very
man.
funny. Yes, he's a young man, and he is funny. He knows how to run the room, and he does a great job.
What's
It's
the
nice
book
to
you
have
have?
you here.
My book is From Hopeless to Hollywood.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about my life, this life and struggles of being, a sick child and turning it around so that somebody else who might be going through it might have the same situation and might want to change their life.
Jimmy Kimmel, right?
Jimmy Kimmel, I was
Name
with
the guys, man. Name
Dickie
those guys.
Barry from the Mighty Mighty Bosstones last night. He also does the announcement for Kimmel. It was a great night last night. I give them a lot of props. And this guy was jumping on that stage. I was like, get me up there. I want to say some jokes.
Fucking ham.
Get the fucking bouncing bear up there.
I love his Brooklyn accent.
Get
That
the fucking
Brooklyn
bouncing
Say that in
bear
Italian. You
up
can talk
there.
Italian.
Say
You
it in
talk
Italian. Say it in
right?
Italian.
I'm going to initiate my orbiter.
Yeah. Get off the fucking stage. Move.
You guys are all wonderful, Georgie Porgy, my favorite. He comes in.
Mario, you know I like you. Googie, googie, googie. Boogie, 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 boogie. Make your bow tie spin. Come on, Mario. Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Make your bow tie spin.
No, but
Love him.
Mario's a good guy.
I am surrounded by so many wonderful and amazing people here at Governor's. I mean,
What, are you taking up a fucking collection?
for your show.
Bring
I
it
am.
down.
Anybody out there wants to
someone fucking
donate,
died.
start up a GoFund for
GoFundMe, yes, for me and George Gallo.
You and George Gallo,
Yes.
the
There you
two.
go.
Yes.
Are you
Thanks,
related to any of the other Gallos
Probably.
in the city?
There's Brooklyn Gallows and there's Riverhead Gallows.
Where in Brooklyn?
I don't even know. I don't even care.
Red Hook?
They're all
Red Hook.
they're
I
all
know
wanted.
them.
I
My
can't have
buddy-
anything
My buddy
to do
was
with
from
them.
Red Hook. Gary Fiorello. His uncle was.
I know who's a
His uncle was. Yeah.
Hey guys, we have
I
to wrap
know.
this up.
Yeah, we have to wrap this up.
No
We have
names.
to wrap this up. Mario, thank
Thank you
so
very
much
much,
for
Georgie
joining us.
Porgy. Love you.
Love
guys
you
are
too, Boogie, Moogie.
Fuck that.
Hey, Mafa.
Next.
I was-
Tomorrow and Saturday, 2 shows.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Two shows.
At the brokerage.
Over at the brokerage. If you're just joining us, we're closing out. Daren, Dillon, and myself. This is our
Great
podcast
job.
show. We had our wonderful producer in the
Sally
studio over
in the
there.
booth.
Sally is the
Sally.
engineer,
Woo,
actually. And
Sally!
she's been really helping us out a lot. And we have Joe Maffa here, great comedian. See him at the brokerage this weekend, Friday and Saturday night. One of my favorites, Steve Schlesinger, big inspiration.
George.
When I was coming up, I saw him. He was the
Huge
first
compliment.
comedian I ever saw live in high school.
Long time.
Really?
ago.
And he's a master fisherman. Catch some of his clips and some of his advice on fishing online on Facebook.
You can hire me
And,
too. I'm a licensed guide.
I got nothing going on, and that's
I'll
about
be
that.
and this.
Oh, and you're- and
Saturday,
Daren,
Saturday
is
night,
that-
right? Saturday night, I'll be at Theater 3, the Long Island Comedy
Who's
Festival.
there
Nice.
next week for you guys?
He's good. He's going to be
It's
there.
gonna be a lot of fun. What's his? Falcone's gonna be there. Goon by Johnny. I think Joe DeVito's gonna be a lot of people.
Oh, good,
So it should
good.
be a lot of fun.
That's a good show.
Sounds good.
Where,
But
this
thank
weekend?
you, everyone. Thank you for
The
coming
Long
down.
Island
Thank you for stopping
Comedy
in.
Fest.
Thank you guys.
Mario, thank
and
you.
thank you
Thanks,
for
guys.
getting these shows going because without this, there is nothing else good. It's George's character, your persona, everybody comes together as a family, and I love that because it's not just listening to boring KTU. It's listening to comics that want to be comics, that are trying their hardest, that don't know how to get through, and there might be something he says or you say that will enlighten,
That's right.
somebody's life.
There's a lot of history here, and I appreciate that, Mario. Thanks for joining us
you, Mario.
We
at
will be back next.
govs.com.
Well, sorry, George, I didn't mean to interrupt you. We will be back next week. We'll have another guest. We'll announce it during the week, so keep your eye out on Facebook. Please share, like. You have to. We have to get this shit out. If Moffat doesn't stop humming, I'm gonna fuck him in his ear.
Is that all we have to do? Is
I'm
sitting
Daren
there
Dillon,
wondering how I'm
and
gonna
that
get
there.
fucked in my ear all night long.
George
Finally,
Gallo,
I
thanks
know.
for joining
I'm
us.
gotta hum.
Show's over, guys. Shut the fuck up already. Here
Shut
we go.
up! Enough already!
All right,
Things
good
like I
night,
was in a
kids.
snowball fight. These fucking earphones.